history, rewrite our history. Show the symbol on your chest, say come on, show the world who you really are. It's not enough to be better than the rest, you gotta take it to the top and make yourself a superstar.
So you still ready for the madness?
I'm ready for the madness, and wow, if I pick him again this week the way I have been, I'm going to lose a lot of friends.
We had
Last week, 7 of the people I picked lost.
We had 4 number 1 seeds, now we're down to 1 left.
I know. The world has changed in this super bracket.
All right, here we go.
All the big guns, other than Ricky Ward, are gone.
There's a few left, but
Yeah,
how
not
do you
many.
think?
Not many. Well, here we go. Kamancic against Hoagland, and that's interesting. I'm going to go with Tony Kamancic. He's bowling good. I like his action.
You want to go over the results of last week?
And, well, yeah, we can go over the results from last week. Of course, Stouffer lost to Tony and then went home, was sick as a dog, couldn't bowl. Dick Hoagland, handicapped player, bombs Chris Rich. I mean, just wiped him out. He wiped him out scratch.
You did?
And then, of course, Plourd and Bercier, I picked Bercier, so Tyler Plourd should thank me very much. I picked John Rakowski, and Barry Seitz should thank me
301.
very much. And I did pick Ricky Ward. Bob MacGyver almost got him, only 12 pins.
15 out of 10 frame, I think.
I did pick Robert Hilton over Jared Eisenberg. And I did pick Mike Alshire over Danny Hyam, and Danny Hyam should be thanking me.
That was a tough one.
And
Look at this match.
I picked House Brown over Larry Lippman, and look at that. House Brown with 273 in the red, going home. Larry the lefty Lippman beat him by a pin. And on the other side, I picked Pfister, who got drilled by Zielinski. I picked Jerry Lake, who lost to Scott Whiteleather. I picked Bobby Hammerton, who did win. The hammer is still in. And I picked Jacques. No, I did pick Joe Gatewood over Jacques Kahn.
I got that bracket perfect.
Joe Gatewood is still in the hunt. I like that. I picked Jerry Michelanek, had his low game of the year.
300
the next game, and lost to Craig Streetzel. So Craig ought to be saying thank you to me.
Lefty.
I remember picking Danny Wilson over Mike Schumacher. So Mike ought to say thank you. I picked Mike Boyd over Chris Eubank, and I picked Scott Cobb, who tied the boss.
Wow. They did. They tied.
And one in a roll-off. Yeah.
What happened was
tied the boss.
The boss finished first.
Yeah.
And then Scott had a strikeout to tie.
Yeah.
Scott Cobb struck out and tied.
Yeah.
And then in the one-frame roll-off game 2, the boss left a 10 pin and Scott struck.
And Scott struck.
Yep.
And unbelievable. Now we're getting into some big money now.
Here's
okay, now here we go.
Here we go. Here's Sweet 16.
Okay, again, I like Kamancic over Hoagland. I like Tyler Plourd over Barry Seitz. I like, oh boy, look at that. Ricky Ward Hilton match. Boy, that's a tough one. Hilton getting 5. Ward, I don't know. He's the last few weeks. I'm going to go with Ricky Ward.
Ouch.
I'm going to go with Danny Hyam over Larry Lippman.
That's good.
I'm going to go with Brad Zielinski over Scott Whiteleather. I'm going to go with, that's interesting there, Hammerton and Gatewood. I'm going to go with Bobby Hammerton over Gatewood. And now Streetzel and Schumacher. Streetzel's bowling better and has been bowling better in the last month. I'm going to take Streetzel over Schumacher, and I'm going to take Cobb over Hubach.
Wow.
What are you doing?
I don't know yet. I'm going to go with, I'm going to go with Dick Hoagland over Tony Kamancic. I'm taking my guy Tyler Plourd. They have 2 guys from Brightview Financial still in the bracket. I'm going to go with Robert Hilton over Ricky Ward because I think Robert Hilton is just ready for this, and I want him to bail out of the season. And Danny Hyam definitely over Larry Lippman. Danny's been bowling fantastic the last couple weeks. I picked Scott Whiteleather the first 2 rounds, but I'm going to go with Brad Zielinski because he's been bowling so tough. And I'm picking Bobby Hammerton over Joe Gatewood. I got Hammerton winning the entire bracket. And I'm gonna have Mike Schumacher over Streetzel, and I'm gonna go with Cobb over Hubach. But Hubach's been winning every single match here, so
that's great.
It's tough.
Wow, this is so much fun. $1,000
16 guys left.
That's unbelievable. That's a lot of money just for one game, and they didn't put up any money on this, right? That's the best part of all. Can you imagine? You're in $1,000 bracket. You don't have any money out of pocket. I don't know any leagues doing that. I've never heard of that.
Nope. They're doing it at Woodside, but we started it. So
Yeah, you started
we
it.
started last year, but
So it's probably up here now and not there.
they're still doing this.
They're
shit.
still doing
Yeah,
it?
they copied our stuff.
Well, that's good. I'm glad.
Yeah, it's fun. For
Hey,
the
so
boys.
the copying's part of the world.
No,
You know, a lot of
good.
people copied my hairdo. It's that's part of the world, you
I'm getting
see.
there too.
I patented it. They still copied it. Anyways,
exciting.
it's so exciting. Excuse me, so exciting now because with 8 weeks to go, obviously there's about 14 teams in the top 8, and obviously the second half, taking the lead, leading the league for the year, leading the league in the second half. And again, I'm going to say it. I'm sure I'm not the only one in the league saying it. Very few people, other than those 4, can believe it. They're a good team. They're obviously their heart's in it, but boy, what chemistry! My
try.
God, boy, do they know how
try
to
every
win?
shot.
They know how to win.
They do, and they get lucky in the win too. They get everything going for them.
Well,
They show up when they need to. Look at last week we had Mark Janasic Bowl's best series of the year
yeah.
and bailed them out.
Yeah.
And then this week, Preston Bowl's best season of the year.
Last week
bailed
I
them
said
out.
at the start of the show, Preston Wilson, and I don't always do this. Preston Wilson could shoot 750. A lot of my predictions are wrong. You keep making predictions, sooner or later you might get some right.
Exactly.
He shot 753, led the league with handicap 822. He was the high handicap bowler in the league. He's a 209 average bowler getting handicap, and it ended up being 822. That is unbelievable. That is an enormous performance because he's beating everyone. He beat every bowler in the league with a 209 average with handicap, and he's on the first place team.
Yep, he showed up. He made a lot of his spares that I've usually seen in this.
Yep.
The spare shooting was a lot better.
Yeah.
You know, so he's,
Okay, I was impressed with Tony Kromancic in the 10th frame.
yeah.
It's almost like he's saying, I want to be up in the 10th. Let me throw the 10th frame. I know what I'm doing. I'll take care of the 10th frame for you. He was there every game. Unbelievable.
Yeah, they showed up and won. They should have lost. a
Yeah,
couple
I
games
know.
to, Beach
But
Bowl, but
that's
how about with the Greek church that
that was
Oswald left? He threw it in the
yeah.
gutter
He
and
threw it
got
away. 3 of 6.
6.
He lost a
He
point.
got 3 of those 5.
Yeah,
they won.
yeah.
They
See,
won.
and I've said that all year long. You know, when you leave a 4, 6, 7, 10 or Greek church, get to count because you don't know if it'll haunt you. If they missed the top 8 by 1 point or the top 4 by 1 point, it was that shot.
That's it.
It was easy to make 3 pins. 3 was 6 because he was on a double.
Big whiff.
If he throws that away, and that's the point, he's got to ask himself for the rest of his life, why would I do that? Why would I get up there and give away that kind of wood? Why would I throw away 6 pins with 1 ball? It's real easy to hit the gutter. I mean, anybody could throw away 6, but not when you're in a position round, and not when it's a point league.
In your first place.
Yeah.
You're going with a tick and all
Now,
over
mental error, and I'm sure
he did. Yeah,
James
he did.
realized the minute he did it,
He told
he's
Jerry.
got to be thinking, oh my God, what did I just do here?
He told Jerry that if he'd lose by a pin, and
Yeah.
he did. He
Yeah.
would have won by a pin if he made it.
Hey, it happens. I watched it happen on TV in 1985. I don't know if you remember this. Don Janello got it up in the 10th frame and needed 7 and 2 to win, but thought he needed a strike on the first ball. He left the Greek church.
Oh boy.
He needed to make 3 of them. He needed 5 and 3 to win or 7 and 2 to win. Okay. He needed 5 and 3. He got 5. He needed the 3 pins to win. He threw them in the gutter and Jimmy Pritz beat him.
Oh boy.
Jimmy Pritz beat him at Bowling Square not Bowling Square in Arcadia, but Gable House Bowl in Torrance, California, summer tour of '85. Janello, Greek church, 5 and 5 out in the 10th, threw away the 3 pins to lose.
Lost the title.
Yeah.
You talked to him after that?
PBA title. Nobody could talk to him after that. I sat there, me and Harry Golden looked at one another. We were in shock. Janello came over and Harry Golden said to him, "What did you do? You needed 3 pins to win." And Janello thought we were joking. He looked at us. He looked at Harry Golden's clipboard, said, "I thought I needed a strike." Walked off the lanes in shock. This guy was a hell of a bowler, won 5 or 6 PBA titles.
Strike
Jimmy
player?
Pritz out of
Oh,
Lawrence,
dude.
Massachusetts, won the tournament, fell in New Englander.
I see his son bowling. Jimmy
It
Pritz
happens.
Jr.
It's part of the sport. It just people lose that moment, make a mistake, just get up and fire the ball. Next thing you know, they've lost because
I like Don Janelle. He throw it straight. I like Don Janelle.
yeah,
I used to watch him when I was a kid.
yeah. He was out of Long Island at that time.
Really?
Moved to outside of Toledo now, Perrysburg, Ohio. If you're a Don Janello fan, right outside of Toledo on the Ohio Turnpike. That's what us truckers used to say when we were on Route 80 there, about exit 3. Get off there at exit 3 and take Central Road up to Reynolds, and there was Imperial Lanes, and now that's a parking lot.
Shame.
Not fair.
Shame. All right,
Terrible.
Anything else?
No, that's it. Just we're praying for the country. Like I said, I've been saying, all of us are now. You know, it's watching the news is gut wrenching. I can't sleep at night after I watch it. It's just unnerved me because
Don't shake no
of what
hands.
it's doing to our business and our economy and our corporate our corporate businesses across this country, our imports, the people that can't come in, the people that can't leave, the people in Italy, oh boy, the people in Spain. Just praying for the world, really. Hope we can find a medicine real soon.
Let's hope so.
Get it out there.
All right, I hope we're bowling Wednesday. We're not sure what's going on yet. but
Okay.
as of right now, we're still bowling.
Well,
so
we're going to try.
we'll see what happens.
All right. Thank you.
We'll see you next week.
History, rewrite our history.